It's a wrestling night in Westmoreland County.
Two-point reversal and near fall does Henry. Uh-oh, this could be a big one. He's got Rose in danger. Henry the senior with the 6-point mat slapper.
High school wrestling, live on the Westmoreland Sports Network, is presented by Quest School of Wrestling, developing wrestlers to be the best people, students, and athletes they can be. By the Army and Navy Store and Indoor Pistol Range in Latrobe, family owned and operated for over 100 years. By Marino's American Eatery in Greensburg. At Marino's, we have one focus, you. By Bowser Automotive, that's the power of Bowser. By Young Guns Wrestling Club, dedicated to helping young wrestlers achieve at a higher level. By Westmoreland Drug and Alcohol Commission, prevention is key. By Excella Health, expert care here. By Manor Valley Golf Course in Export, your next golf adventure awaits at Manor Valley. By Mat Factory Wrestling Club, one of the premier wrestling clubs in Western Pennsylvania today. By Dr. Scott Learn General and Cosmetic Dentistry in Latrobe, giving you the confidence to enjoy your smile. By the Rehab Center in Lower Borough, chiropractors caring for health. By Al Gallardo, Financial Advisor, Lincoln Investment. Let Al help you achieve all your financial goals. By Sendell Motors in Greensburg, we would love to meet you. By Rob Waller's All-American Wrestling Club in Latrobe, the choice of champions. By the Collision Shop by Jason Mignon in Greensburg, your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. By Comrades Barbershop in Greensburg and Irwin, the freshest cuts around. By Smale Kia in Greensburg, reputation, value, experience. And by Service Master Complete Restoration by Stiffy, your go-to call for emergency disaster restoration 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now we take you live, matside, for tonight's pre-match show on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
That jingle. All right, buckle up, wrestling fans. We are live from Southmoreland High School for tonight's final round of the 23rd annual Southmoreland Christmas Classic. In about 20 minutes, 26 Warriors will scrap for the top spot on the podium, and it's all presented by Rob Waller's All-American Wrestling Club. That's right, it is a wrestling night on the Westmoreland Sports Network. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, my wrestling family. Thank you for joining your favorite broadcast crew, just doing what we love to do. Alongside my broadcast brother, George Carter, I am Smitty, and we welcome you into our pre-final show presented by the Latrobe Army Navy Store and Indoor Pistol Range. Well, Gene, things have certainly heated up outside, and they heated up earlier today during that semifinal round where many would call a couple of upsets in those semifinals. How about it, Gene?
Yeah, just looking down through it, some, number one seeded wrestlers, one, didn't even make the semis, and if they do, they lost, right? So, and two, going down through, and I just want to highlight really quick for our listeners and viewers today. So you're going to be seeing some double A versus triple A matchups, right? So there's some guys that were ranked in the state, double PIA and double A, and some guys ranked in triple A that didn't make the finals here at this event. There's a handful of returning champions from last year that are going to be competing in the finals, so I'm really excited for this action to get underway.
For sure, G. We're going through the Top 5 of the team race. Butler out to a solidly 231.5 points. They'll have 5 in these championship finals. Plum in second. They'll have 2 in these championship finals. They sit with 174 points. 151.5 points with 1 finalist is Corey Area. In fourth with 141, and 1 showing in those finals is United. And number 5, McGuffey with 130. They will also have 1 in the finals. And let's not discount Beth Center. Solid double-weight team. Went deep into those WPL team race last year. 3 finalists sitting 6th with 123.5 points. So they will get the evening started at 107 pounds. We will run it straight through. There will be a brief intermission in between each match. I shouldn't say intermission. We'll go to commercial break. They'll recognize the previous weights podium, if you will. And I think they're getting ready for the Parade of Champs. I just got tapped on the shoulder, and our Parade of Champs is brought to you by our good friend Jeff Upson and PA Power Wrestling. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff certainly getting very, very busy this time of year with the Powerade Championships, which George will be covering. Hopefully the quarterfinals tomorrow night, the semifinals, the medal rounds, and then the finals on Saturday. So lots of exciting post-Christmas action, and a Merry Christmas to everyone out there. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we return, we'll have the Parade of Champs brought to you by PA Power Wrestling. You're tuned in to the Westmoreland Sports Network. Keep it here.
Now is the time to save at Sendell Subaru in Greensburg. We've got inventory on the lot and more on the way. Forester, Outback, Ascent, Legacy, and more. Get a great deal on a new 2022 Subaru. Check out SendellSubaru.com today. Looking to turn your current vehicle into cash? Sendell pays top dollar. Get your best deal at Sendell Subaru, Route 30 Greensburg, SendellSubaru.com. We would love to meet you.
The Quest School of Wrestling is celebrating its 18th year of operation. Come meet Coach Jim Akerly and assistant Mason Beckman and see why Quest easily becomes family for your wrestler. The Quest School of Wrestling offers group coaching, open workouts, and private instruction to wrestlers at all levels, from elementary through high school. Call 412-352-3727 or QuestSchoolOfWrestling.com. The Quest School of Wrestling, with facilities open all year round in Washington, PA.
I've been Young Guns a long time. I've been within the room with some really good guys in college now, and I'm excited to see them come back and help in some of the camps we're going to be going to.
I've been going to these camps my whole life. I've jumped levels. The stuff I learned there I use every single day.
At 114 pounds, from Plum, 11th grader Rylan Campbell. Rylan has a record of 11-1 and a career record of 41-9. He placed third at the section tournament last year. His opponent from Chartiers, Houston, 11th grader Jordan Williams from Chartiers, Houston. Jordan's current record is 12-1. He has a career record of 51-19. He was the section champion last year and regional runner-up. At 121 pounds, Sam Snyder from Plum. Sam is an 11th grader. He's 11-3. He has a career record of 50-18. In 2021 season, he was second place in the section and was sixth place at the WPIL tournament. His opponent from Mount Pleasant, 11th grader Joseph Longy. Joseph's record is 14-2 and his career record is 63-21. He finished second in the section in 21. At 127 pounds, Gideon Bracken from United. Gideon is a 10th grader who is currently 7-0 and has a career record of 31-12. Last year he was 5th place in the district tournament, 5th place in the regional. His opponent from the Guppy is 9th grader Lucas Barr. Lucas is currently 16-2. At 133 from Corey, sophomore Will Allen. Will is 17-4, he has a career record of 44-19. Last year he placed 4th in the section tournament. His opponent from Butler, sophomore Gavin Rush. Gavin's current record is 8-6. He has a career record of 34-22. Last season he placed 3rd in the section tournament. At 139 pounds, Cross Cassidy from Bedford. Cross is a 9th grader and he is currently 11-0. His opponent from Elizabeth Ford, Jr., Damon Michaels. Damon is 12-2. He has a career record of 51-11. Last year, he placed 2nd in the district. Year before, he was a section champion, 2nd in the district, and 4th at the Southwest Regional. At 145 pounds from Marion Center, senior Liam Cornetta. Liam is 13-1 this year. He has a career record of 71-34. Last year, Liam was 2nd at the district tournament. He was 3rd in 2020, and he was the third place winner at the section tournament in 21. His opponent at 145 from Beth Center, senior Tyler Devlin. Tyler is 14-2 and has a career record of 64-23. Last year, Tyler was 6th at the district tournament, and in 2021, he was section champion and 3rd at the district tournament. At 152 pounds, from Beth Center, Tyler Barish. Tyler is a senior whose current record is 15-1, and he has a career record of 111-24. Last year, Tyler was a Southmoreland Holiday Classic champion. He placed 8th in the state, 3rd in the regional, and 2nd at the district tournament. He has also placed 2 other times at the district tournament and was a 4th place winner at the 2021 regional tournament. His opponent at 152 from Marion Center, senior Gage Halbert. Gage is currently 10-2. His career record is 56-17. Last year, Gage placed 3rd at the Southmoreland Holiday Classic. He was in 5th place at the regional and 3rd place at the district tournament. At 160 pounds, Levi Donnell from Butler. Levi is a senior. He is 13-2 with a career record of 93-15. He was 5th at the district tournament last year, 2nd in the section, and in 1920 he was 3rd place at the section tournament. His opponent from Southmoreland, senior Tristan Ice. Tristan is currently 13-2. He has a career record of 68-43. Last year, Tristan placed 7th at the district tournament. At 172 pounds from Rockbridge County, we have Bryce Hall. Bryce is a senior. His record is 15-0 and he has a career record of regional finalist both years, last year winning it, and a district champion 2 times. His opponent is Braden Welsh from Fort James. Braden is a sophomore. His current record is 16-0 with a career record of 46-12. Last year he placed 6th at the regional tournament and 6th at the district tournament. At 189 pounds, Michael Kreinbrucker. Michael's from Butler and he's a senior. His current record is 12-3 and he has a career record of 59-25. Last year, he placed 6th at the regional tournament and 2nd at the section tournament. In 2021, he was 4th at the section tournament. His opponent from Beth Center is junior Jake Leahy. Jake is 16-2 with a career record of 41-18. Last year, Jake placed 7th at the Southmoreland Classic, and he placed 5th at the district tournament. At 215 pounds, we have Tyler Claycomb from Bedford. Tyler is in the 11th grade. His record is 7-2. He has a career record of 11-10. His opponent from Butler is Landon Christie. Landon is a senior. He has a career record of 39-18. And finally, at 285 pounds, from Somerset, we have Zane Higgins. Zane is a sophomore. His record is 9-3 and he has a career record of 31-14. Last year, he was a District 5 champion. And his opponent is senior Christian Flaherty from Keystone Oaks. Christian is 11-0 and has a career record of 51-26. Last year he placed 5th at the district tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a round of applause for our finalists. Now we have everyone please rise. Gentlemen, we remove your headwear for the playing of our national anthem.
Wrestling family, there is your parade of champions presented by PA Power Wrestling. 26 in the finals, getting ready to get after it. We'll get started at 107, but first, got to give special thanks to all of those who have and continue to serve our country here and abroad. Thank you so much for all that you do to give us the privilege to do what we're doing here today. And Gene, without further ado, 107 pounds, introduce them, baby.
It's going to be a good one here. You know, unseeded wrestler, which I was shocked when I saw that. Griffith Tinsman, a freshman, 11-1 out of Marion Center. He's ranked 11th in the PI AA AA rankings, taking on Santino Sloboda, freshman, 14-0 out of Butler, second in the state AA.
Tinsman in the green ankle bands, all white singlet. Sloboda in on that single. He's not wasting any time as he brings that single up. He's in the Navy looking for a pull-through finish. His objective is to get a 2-point takedown, and he's looking to go even bigger here. Changed off to that cradle, and then he was trying to go chin and arm. Nice job by Tinsman to battle out of that one, G. Huh? What a flurry.
Yeah, Sloboda, maybe he kind of jumped the gun there looking for that cradle. I mean, it was there, but...
Beautiful snap down there by Sloboda. Look at that go behind takedown. So to our novice viewers who may not think you know enough, don't worry, we'll talk you through it. That was a 2-point takedown there by Sloboda. You hear head official Joey McCara counting out 5 near falls. So he had exposure of Tinsman's back. He had to break the 45-degree angle for a 5 count. That's good for 3 near fall. Trying to Granby out of that was Tinsman, no go, and as Sloboda has that short boot on the left side, looking to power half, changes off to a claw from the left side. So we approach 1 minute to go here in the first period of our first bout. I want to thank you for hanging out with us during our pre-match show, brought to you by the Latrobe Army-Navy Store and Indoor Pistol Range. Today's finals brought to you by Rob Waller's All-American Wrestling Club. Saw Coach scooting around here earlier.
Sloboda finds its way to the finals by a fall, and major decision in the semifinals. And to come to think of, he's ranked number 2 in the state, and he's the 3rd seed here in this tournament.
Talks about the depth of competition here at the Southmoreland Christmas Classic. 33 teams embarked on a journey yesterday to reach this final mat. They have the lights off, just the lights above the circle lit up. Quite the atmosphere at Southmoreland. Big thanks to head coach Danny Boring.
Tinsman makes his way in the finals by a 9-2 decision in the first round. Then in the quarterfinals, he was victorious by major decision, 12-2. And then in the semis, a tight bout with Mucci, in which we know that name out of the Derry area. 9-7, Tinsman was able to come away victorious. And again, he's an unseeded wrestler making his way here in the finals.
Making a name for himself early on. You got to love it. Teddy Gonder, our side judge. Teddy may have more years of officiating than all of the other 7 officials combined. He has been an official forever. God bless him. Here comes Sloboda up to his feet. He's going to cut away for a 1-point escape. So his objective from the down or defense position was to do just what he did. Break free, get back to neutral for a 1-point escape. If he would have reversed his opponent, gone from bottom to top, that would be good for 2 points. Snap down position there by Sloboda, looking to go big again, snapping down, looking for spin drills. Half shot attempt there by Tinsman at the edge, but the 2 will run out of mat. We'll get a fresh start. Nice shot there by Sloboda, posted up on that reach arm. He's going to try to peek out the back door here, dump off his right shoulder. Let's see if he can make the full turn all the way around. Nice job by Tinsman, trying to tie up the ankles of Sloboda. Almost freed himself, but then Sloboda right back in on that single leg. But Tinsman in advantage position here. He's got the angle. If he can stay inside out on that ankle, finish on this leg attack. Nice job, little shrug right into a Merkle there by Sloboda. And I'll tell you, Tinsman just doesn't have the answers for Sloboda. He's chain wrestling out there, G.
Yeah, and again, that just goes to show why he's ranked number 2 in the state. Firing off offensive attacks, continuing to look to score and build his lead here.
Gee, I'll tell you what, why don't you share with all of our viewers out there who the medal placers were as well. I'm not sure. Flick was looking for a podium. We don't see one, but we're sure they will introduce all of the medal winners, but I thought maybe G can pull that up and share our 3rd through 6th. I believe they placed the top 6 here. Sloboda in on a shot.
I think they placed the top 8.
Did they place 8? Okay, well, that would make sense with 33 teams. Sloboda fighting in on this single. Tinsman looking for a quarter, but time will expire in the second period, so it's 8-1. Santino Sloboda out of Butler. Again, Butler has it all but locked up. Basically just need to wait until they get the trophy after the tournament is over, so congratulations to Butler.
So
go ahead, G. I'm sorry.
Looking back through, Anthony Mucci out of Derry took 3rd. Owen Campbell took from Plum was 4th. Landon Funk out of Fox Chapel area was 5th. Kimbrough from Fox Chapel area was 6th. Enterline from Greenville took 7th, and Dakota Santa Maria from Tussey Mountain was 8th.
Congratulations to all those gentlemen finding medals.
And that was Madeline Enterline out of Greenville at took 7th.
Sloboda continuing to work here on top, working that crossface from the opposite side. Maybe was looking for a cradle, splitting those legs. Tinsman trying to get up on his head and spin his way out. He's going head hunting on Sloboda here. He's going to have to go big. He gets himself a 1-point escape, makes it 8-2. Approaching 1 minute to go in the final period. Wrestling is made up of 3 periods, each 2 minutes in length. Tinsman turning up the offensive output here with some heavy footwork. Maybe a little bit too late, though. Sloboda built himself a nice lead here through the first 5 minutes of action. There's a duck into a single by Tinsman, trying to come up top. Maybe should have stayed down on the leg. Now he's going to peek out the back door on Sloboda. Sloboda's got him gut-wrenched around, and Joey McCarron not happy with the action, so blows it dead with a stalemate. Fresh start with 37 to go.
Yeah, Sloboda definitely built that lead, but, Tinsman hasn't, stopped wrestling.
And not at all. And right there, case in point, is he misdirects on that single. Hasn't finished yet. He's trying to step all the way across Tinsman to slide in that left boot. He's looking for that major decision. What's a major decision, you ask? Well, it's a victory by 8 to 14 points. He's up by 6 right now. There goes Tinsman. He's going to score the takedown here in the final 10 seconds to make it 8-4. But I think it's all said and done for Santino Sloboda out of Butler, the second-ranked man in the Commonwealth. Will take Southmoreland Christmas Classic gold. Congratulations, both wrestlers. When we return, we'll have the finals at 114 pounds. You're locked into the Westmoreland Sports Network.
The Quest School of Wrestling is celebrating its 18th year of operation. Come meet Coach Jim Akerly and assistant Mason Beckman and see why Quest easily becomes family for your wrestler. The Quest School of Wrestling offers group coaching, open workouts, and private instruction to wrestlers at all levels, from elementary through high school. Call 412-352-3727 or QuestSchoolOfWrestling.com. The Quest School of Wrestling, with facilities open all year round in Washington, PA.
All right, here we go, 114 pounds. Introduce him, G.
Up next, we have number 1 seeded Ryland Campbell, the junior, 11-1 out of Plum, ranked 13th in PIAA AAA rankings, and he's the returning champ from the Southmoreland Holiday Classic, taking on the number 2 seeded wrestler, Jordan Williams, a junior, 10-1 out of Chartiers, Houston.
All right, Campbell in the gray singlet. He's going to drive Williams off, but Williams gives him a little shuck and shimmy love out of bounds. Williams in the gold and maroon singlet out of Shar, Houston. We'll be in the Shar, Houston area tomorrow and Saturday for the Powerade tournament, one of the most prestigious tournaments in the country. Shot there by Williams, blocked off by Campbell, and he's going to have to take a better shot than that, G. No setup, just kind of dove in there, and at this level, you've got to set up your shots. Yeah,
you definitely don't want to waste offensive attacks by taking bad shots. Campbell was, as I said, the champ from last year down at 106.
I recall calling that one last year. Williams gets in on that single, but a nice bit of hip scooting here by Campbell, trying to scoot all the way around, but Williams is going to come out the back door, has advantage, see if he brings the single up. Nope, he's going to change to the double, drives across on Campbell, and Teddy says that's good enough for 2. Jordan Williams out of Houston goes up first on a returning champ, 2-0 with that takedown. Nice little flurry right there, G.
Yeah, nice little chain wrestling. Didn't give up on that shot. I was worried he was going to come up and try to change off to that double, but not drive through. But he drove through and was able to pick up the takedown.
Indeed, he did.
Campbell out of Plum finds his way into finals by picking up a fall in the round of 16. In the quarterfinals, he was victorious 6-1 over Wolf out of McGuffey. In the semifinals, he beat the number 4th seeded Clem from Derry by major decision, 9-0.
Williams going to try to finish this one on top. He's got that short boot in on the right side as he peeks at the clock, sees short time, and there's a first period win for Williams. Goes into the second up 2-0, flip of the disc.
Williams finds his way to the finals by a 6-3 decision in the round of 16. In the quarterfinals, he was victorious over a Canyon out of Somerset by fall. In the semifinals, he picked up a 6-0 decision over Warson out of Fox Chapel.
Campbell elects to go down to begin the second, and Williams going to optional start. Gives him the 1-point escape, so that'll cut the lead in half, 2-1. Flick, I'm going to ask you this because I know you know. Shar Houston's nickname. Oh, he's thinking I might have him. Buccaneers. And there goes Williams, the Buccaneer, looking for 2 here at the edge. Thought maybe he had it on the toss, but they're blown dead. We'll give credit to Sean Myers, our cameraman way up above. Thanks to Sean Myers for being here. Also have Marky K. That's Marky Kasanowitz, going to be doing some post-final interviews with our champions. Still 2-1 Williams. Thought maybe it would be 4-1, almost a takedown at the edge of the mat, but veteran official Teddy Gonder said, we're still on our feet. Nice work by Williams, working the head.
Taking a look at this 114-pound weight class and the place winners, Joseph Karsnick out of United taking 3rd, Dylan Clem from Derry area in 4th, Stephen Willis out of Quarry area in 5th, 6th place where Michael Warson out of Fox Chapel area, 7th place Emmett Wolf out of McGuffey, and 8th place Ali Cannon out of Somerset.
Congratulations to all those competitors. And there's Campbell returning the favor on this double. Trying to scoot all the way around, but there goes Williams on a funk. No advantage to either wrestler, and Teddy not wasting any time. He blows it dead with a stalemate, and I like the call. Let's keep the action going, especially where there's been a couple of flurries, but looks like we may have a little injury time. That right lower hinge on Williams, and they're going to call for injury time. This injury time brought to you by our friends at Excella Health Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. And there he is, our good friend, my favorite doctor, Dr. Jim Masterson. Training staff out there for the Southmoreland Scotties. We'll take a quick break. We'll return on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
What keeps me coming back to Comrades is I know I'm going to get a good haircut every time I go there. And I know the people are going to be cool there, the vibe's going to be cool, and it's just going to be an overall good experience.
Consistency in haircuts, great atmosphere, everybody's friendly. It's like cheers, everybody knows your name, and it's always a good time.
I always walk in and I'm like, I wonder what the vibe's going to be today. And I'm never disappointed.
Back to action here at 114 pounds. Mr. Williams' right knee is just fine. Took a shot, and Campbell's trying to free up some arms, bouncing Williams around. This one's going to go 2-1 to the second period. Again, our head official, Mr. Teddy Gonder. His side judge today is Eric Johnson. So we head to the third. Campbell is going to give Williams the 1-point escape. That'll make it 3-1 Williams, and wasting no time is Campbell right in on that single, trying to change to the double. He's got that right arm pinched in. He's trying to cartwheel all the way across. Nice job by Williams, continuing to scoot those hips. He's going to scoot up on top. Gee, look at this. If he can slide this boot in, he's squirrely. No takedown, out of bounds. Great scramble action.
Great scramble, and at first I thought that Williams had Campbell's arm underneath there, but he didn't have it. I don't know why he didn't change off to that double.
And Campbell
right there, go to the double.
Yep, change it off, and he heard you, G's changing off to the double. Looking for a cold roll across as Williams. No go, says Campbell. Campbell locks it up at 3. Minute 20 to go, we're locked.
You gotta love the ability by Williams to scramble, but you know, sometimes you live by the sword, you die by it sometimes.
Sure.
And in that situation, he just couldn't roll all the way through, and Campbell was able to capitalize.
And I'm not saying to young wrestlers out there, you got to know how to scramble, especially in today's wrestling, but you got to be able to do the common thing uncommonly well. Sprawl your legs, push that head down, spin drills, block, back hooks, front head and arms. Wow, look at Campbell. He's got so much confidence. Nope. Thought he was going to cut Williams for the 1-point escape, but then crashes back on top of him. 48 to go. Gee, he still has enough time. If he's got that confidence, you could feel in a wrestler. You feel it.
The thing that I was going to say is, though, if right now he has to be committed to that ride, right? Because he's down to 35 seconds. if he was going to cut him with that confidence you're feeling, he should have did that as soon as he took him down.
For sure.
Right now, you got to go for the ride out with 35 seconds left.
And especially with Williams' ability to scramble, like you've got to make a very clean shot to a very clean finish. Here comes Williams up to his feet, changing off to the double. Out in front is Campbell. He's going to have to drive. He's going to drop down low on that single. There goes Williams trying to kick away. Campbell can't lock hands underneath there. They're taking a peek. He needs to climb up. No stall calls to mention. And there is the first, just as I say it. Mr. Gardner took the words out of my mouth. So one stall call, no harm, no foul. Takes two before a point.
Well, 17 seconds on the big clock on the head table. So we're a little ahead of schedule here.
We're unable to see the clock to keep everything perfectly matched up, but Williams was looking for a Peterson. He's going to cut away, and I think we are going to have some bonus wrestling. Nice job by Campbell trying to climb all the way up. And Williams, I don't know, his knee's hurting, but I think he's a little bit winded, Gene. He needs to get up and get on the line. Nope, they're going to put him back on the clock. And we will put him on the Excella Health Sports Medicine and Orthopedics injury times. Again, big thanks to our friends over at Excella. We're going to have overtime, hopefully if Mr. Williams is okay, and that overtime brought to you by Young Guns Wrestling Club. Good action right there. You see the Cole roll attempt there by Williams, and Campbell able to counter it off for that 2-point takedown.
You know, and hey, you know, the injury time called, you know, I don't know what's necessarily going on with his knee right there, but calling that injury time, you just gave all of the momentum to Campbell right there. You saw him.
And he gets choice.
He does get choice. So I completely forgot about that.
I was wondering if that was still the rule. So what's going on out there, you ask? So normally they would go to a sudden victory, start neutral. Start neutral on their feet, takedown wins it. Then they would go to the ride-outs or ultimate tiebreaker if necessary. So there's going to be 1 minute on the clock, but because of the second called injury time by Williams, Campbell gets choice. He gets 1 point escape. It's over.
Well, no, wrestling continues.
Does it? But it's sudden victory.
Well, actually, no, you're right. You're right.
Feels good. Oh. Uh-oh. Teddy calming down the coaches. We've got all kinds of questions here. Banco calling over the officials. Is that a little McLovin? Doesn't it look
that
like
that is him.
Is that McLovin there? Oh, he looks like he's 10 years younger than he was
a little.
last year.
That is him.
That is him. Hello to the Govern family. Yes, we call him McGovern, McLovin. Okay, so I really have no idea what that clock says. Marky, did they run time off the clock?
Actually, no, they started it back on.
They started it back on. Okay, so I believe we're still in sudden victory. That's going to be blown dead with a potentially dangerous. No injuries here. Left side cover. Should have been a false start there, and he cuts away for the 1 point escape. And that is it. Riley Campbell out of Plum. Back-to-back titles. And I'll tell you, the Shar Houston Buck coaches don't look happy. Congratulations to Campbell. We'll be right back with 121 pounds coming up next.
At Marino's American Eatery, we have one focus: you. Just like home, our dining room brings the whole family to the table with a truly unique menu prepared fresh in-house. At Marino's, we know beer. With 16 beers constantly rotating on our taps, we take pride in supporting only local, independently owned craft breweries. Come experience Marino's American Eatery in Greensburg, Westmoreland County's local craft beer destination.
Win 2 in a row here at Southmoreland. You're down 2 going into that third period. What did you do late in that match?
I just knew he was gassed. I knew I had to push the pace. Got the takedown late, rode him out. He told me he was tired after he called the injury time. I knew I had it.
Hey, great job. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Well, no easier way to have it than the guy to tell you I'm tired out there.
Yeah.
If you're looking for confidence, that's all you need right there. What's going on out on the mat? That's Sam Snyder out of Plum and Joseph Longy out of Mount Pleasant. That looks like Snyder goes up first with that takedown at the edge, G.
Yeah, you know, here you have a contrast in body styles, right? You have Longhead kind of shorter, compact, wrestler taking on the taller, lankier wrestler. And Snyder, Snyder, a junior, 11-3. He took third here last year at 113. Long guy out of Mount Pleasant, 14-2, ranked 19th PIAA.
There's Snyder getting to work on top with that roll through tilt. Not enough counts to get himself any near fall points. Got to get at least 2, 3, or a 4 count for 2 points, and a full 5 count is good enough for 3. Our officials out there, Eric Johnson and his side judge, Mr. Tim Lloyd, our good friend Tim Lloyd, side judging. Long high down. Minute 13 to go, first period. Snyder, one of 2 Plum Mustangs. So he's got a good workout partner in the previous champion, Ryland Campbell, capturing his second in sudden victory. There's Long Eye looking to
show off some of that strength when
kidding.
He brought those hips to the party.
Yeah, there it is. I mean, there's a Merry Christmas. That's got Flick dancing next to me, and that is scary to see. Long High looking to pass that arm into a shot. Did get himself a 1-point escape, makes it 2-1. Snyder, Long Eye looking for the snap down. He's got the front head and arm. Nice bounce. Going to run out of real estate, but I'll tell you what, that wears on your opponent, G. Keep that pace up.
It does. And Sam Snyder, the 4-seeded wrestler, finds his way to the finals in the round of 16 with a fall over Emilio. And then in the quarterfinals, picked up another fall. In the semifinals, he was victorious by fall. So, he's already going the distance here in this bout.
Snyder's going to shoot Long High off. Good hand fighting by both wrestlers. Nice job by each wrestler to turn their tail in at the edge of the mat, shoot their opponent off. Zach Snyder over there in the corner for the Mount Pleasant Vikings.
And it's kind of throwing me off. We're cheering for Sam. We're calling Sam Snyder for Plum when the Snyder name is from
synonymous with Mount Pleasant. So it can be a little bit confusing. Long High looking to snap down. He is going to run out of time. First period comes to a close. They'll flip the disc. It's going to fall red. They're going to defer. Sammy's going to go down. Again, his objective is to get a 1-point escape. That gets himself back to neutral. Good look at the crowd. There's our boy Sean Myers up there. That gives us the wave. Left side cover for Long Eye, looking to come out in front and crunch with a double trouble. He's got the back leg hooked. This is where that height advantage may come into play for Snyder. He's going to try to cut in. No loss of control by Long Eye. You can see the official holding that red armband out. That's still showing control. Nice bounce. Needs to get around. If anything, just give up the 1. Don't give up the 2. Still control red. Got that front head and arm locked up, and you can see he's just trying to work him over here towards the edge, but there's a vet Snyder trying to back him back in, and I think he's going to get the 1-point escape. Did he give it to him?
No, I think he said still red in control.
Nope, no escape.
Yeah, so Long Guy finds his way to the finals by 2 pins in a 7-5 decision. I want to just go back to that first period. I think Snyder kind of caught Long Guy off guard in that first period with that takedown. Because after that, you could see, Long Guy got back to his offense, very tough, defending some shots there from Snyder.
Long Guy trying to go big from feet to back, giving up the 1-point escape. That's okay. Rather give up 1 and 2, makes it 3-1 in favor of the Plum Mustang. Up Long High at the edge of the mat, going for a snap down. Needs to turn it up and get a takedown here, and you can tell with the height advantage, he's going to have to get in there hard and finish really clean, G.
I'd like to see him get back to that double. That double he hit over there on the boundary was nice.
Long Guy definitely the aggressor. There comes Campbell firing in on a low single, trying to go funky roll. Is Long High. Here comes Campbell out the back door. Snyder out the back door. Long High holding on to that left leg if he can get some height with it. Now here's where Snyder needs to try to drive right over top of that leg, just like he's doing, and that's good enough for a 2-point takedown. 5-1, the Mustang looking to make it 2 in a row. Snyder takes a peek up at the clock. Sorry, G, go ahead.
Long Guy just, kind of held on that ankle a little bit too long. Once he started to feel that pressure coming in by Snyder, that would have been a great time to kick it loose. and start coming up to his base.
Nice job by Snyder taking advantage of that reach. I mean, he shot from a different zip code and was able to get on that low leg. Kind of caught Long Eye off guard again, tried to go funk roll, and able to drive through it was Snyder. As the second period will come to a close, they'll put the final 2 minutes up. It will be choice for Joe. Joe going to go neutral. He's going to have to get to work here, G. Down 5-1, 121 pounds. Right to a barrel roll and almost to his back. Goes Snyder, and he's feeling it now, G, and you can just start to tell when you're breaking your opponent. You know, now Joe's got his head down on the mat. You can tell his mood is down.
Yeah, I mean, and Snyder timed that perfectly. I mean, he knows that Longy has to come at him. So Longy's stalking him. He just goes right into that high crotch and gets that takedown.
Yeah, kind of high crotch and then turned it into morphed it into a fireman's carry, if you will. Snyder mounts right side, looking to go right to a switch. Hip change up to his feet, goes Long High. Nice floating here by Snyder on top. Long High was chain wrestling just as he's taught, but Snyder, an animal on top, stays tough to those hips. Now he's got a 2-on-1 wrist. Just staying busy, up 7-1. Plum currently in second place. Will not be able to catch the first place Butler Golden Tornadoes? Golden Tornadoes. Yep, I get confirmation from my man Flick. Joe set. Sam covers right side, goes to the ankle, right up to his feet, comes Long High, cuts away for the one-point escape, makes it 7-2, and then Snyder returns a favor with a quick shot, looking to go three-quarter into a short drag, drops down to that single as Joe Long High, not going away anywhere yet, looking for that big lift, but man, what great balance and athleticism by Snyder, and able to stretch that leg all the way out. That right there is sound defense. Sprawl, sprawl, sprawl. Take advantage of dumping those hips down and driving that leg back away from your opponent.
You know, sound defense, able to take advantage of that leverage just with the height difference.
Long High pops a shot at the edge, no go, and take another look at it right here. You know, he was in great position prior to this. Just a nice job grinding there by Snyder as Long High fires a shot. Snyder jumps out of the way. Long High comes running at him. Snyder says thank you. Drops right down to that single. Let's see if he can scoot all the way around. About a half minute to go, and he's going to capture another 2-point takedown. 9-2 Snyder. He's going to have to move up. There's the stall call on green. So why did he hit him for stalling? Because you need to work up above the hips. You get about a 5-second count. Yes, every official's 5-second count may differ.
Yeah, that stall call is not gonna hurt him at this point with a score of 9-3.
Good look at Coach Snyder right there, barking out some last-second instructions. And Sammy Snyder out of Plum makes it 2 in a row for the Mustangs. Congratulations to Sam. Good job to Joe. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next, 127 pounds on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Sam Snyder, back-to-back for the Plum Mustangs. How's that feel?
Feels nice. I'm tired. But, yeah, it's nice. Ron and I work together all the time, so it's good to see him win, too.
Great in all positions there. Your defense, offense, tough on top. What's your best position?
I got to say bottom. I just feel like I feel so confident I can at least get one at all the time, so, yeah.
Awesome. That's your Plum Mustang. Great job.
Hey, Ryland, I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Did Ryland's match get you all pumped up going out there with that overtime win?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, especially when I saw that go into overtime and you got that too, it just juiced me up even more. So
congratulations. Go get some rest. Happy New Year. All right, going big time out there is Lucas Barr out of McGuffey with the headlock. Not sure if he got the 2-point takedown. He got the two.
He got the two, and
no back points. Okay, so
surprised that there were at least not 2 back points awarded there.
Tim Lloyd, your head official, Mr. Pegg, your side judge, and then how about this? with a 2-point reversal for Gideon Bracken out of United. Bracken into blue and white, now on top. Barr out of McGuffey on the bottom. We're locked at 2.
Yeah, Gideon Bracken, a sophomore out of United, 7-0 in the year, ranked 12th, PI AA, taking on Lucas Barr, just a freshman, starting out fast, 16-2 out of McGuffey, ranked 19th PI AA, and this is AA matchup here.
Now, G, I'm going to take you back. Wasn't there a gentleman that wrestled for McGuffey with the last name Barr that this could potentially be his son? I'm looking at Ducky.
I'm not sure, but
you remember a Barr from McGuffey back in our day? Is this his kid? Ducky doesn't know. Love our man Ducky. Bracken continues to work on top of Barr. Not much happening down on bottom. Mr. Lloyd, not the most patient of officials. He will bang you for stalling. As we start to get deeper and deeper into the season, you're going to see the officials really encouraging the action, getting them ready for February and March as Mr. Pegg helps Mr. Lloyd count down the first period. We're locked at 2, Barr and Bracken. And thank you for hanging out with us. Again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and let's get ready for an awesome New Year. 2023 is going to be it. Today's finals brought to you by Rob Waller's All-American Wrestling Club. Thanks to Coach.
Bracken was able to beat the #1 seeded wrestler Islamov out of Baldwin in the semifinals, 11-6.
A returning champ from last year. Barr looking to go big from the bottom. But Gideon Bracken's going to reverse the half. Now here comes Barr up on top. Barr's going to get the reversal, and he's got this locked up pretty tight. But look at Bracken fighting off of his back. Mr. Lloyd gives him the full 5 count. So Barr holding on to 3 near fall. It's 4-2, could be 7-2. But Bracken just needs to get off of his back and quit counting the only 6 lights on here at Scotty's Fieldhouse. Mr. Lloyd down there looking for it. Lucas Barr, just a freshman. This would be big, and there it is! Lucas Barr, Matt Slopper! Wow! How about that? A freshman going big. Can't wait till Marky gets a word with that young man, and that's coming up next on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Your next golf adventure awaits at Manor Valley Golf Course in Export. Manor Valley offers 18 scenic holes over gentle sloping fairways and the purest putting surfaces around. Manor Valley Golf Course in Export is the perfect place to host your next golf outing, banquet party, or shower. Manor Valley also offers league play and great membership rates. Tee times available. Call 724-744-4242. Visit ManorValleyGC.com.
Barr, freshman champion. A wild one there, back and forth, throwing each other. Talk me through that.
Well, it started off pretty rough, and then I threw him, got my 2 reversal, and then he took me down, kind of rode me on bottom, went into the second. Good start. Flipped him, rolled a little bit, underhooked, and squeezed.
Good. Congratulations. Congratulations. Best of luck the rest of the year, buddy.
Good luck, buddy.
I love that.
Yeah, I love it too. That's
Flipped
Lucas
him
Barr.
and squeezed.
Yeah, flipped him and squeezed. And we did find out that his father is Jason Barr, and I believe Jason used to wrestle against Virtus or Jimmy Patterson back when we were all at Greensburg, Salem a couple of decades ago. Gosh, G, are we getting origin? Without further ado, give us who's out there, G, tell us.
So at 133, we have William Allen, a sophomore, 17-4 out of Quarry area, taking on Gavin Rush, another sophomore, 8-6 out of Butler.
Our second Butler Golden Tornado. Again, they have it all locked up. At this point, Rush in the down position, also down 2-0. And I know I'm going to get flick on this one. Quarry area.
I feel like it could be Bucks, like Quarry area Bucks.
Oh, I got Sean stumped too. What are you doing, phone a friend?
That's cheating.
What is it? Phone in Google. Nice lift, Matt return there by the Corey No Nicknames. That's Will Allen on top, going to work in that black singlet. Was looking for that short boot on the left side. Continuing to grind on top. You can see him working on his toes. Forward pressure, staying inside out on that ankle, trying to break down Rush.
Corey area Beavers. I knew it began with a B. Beavers, Bucks.
Well, it's just like Oregon State. I believe they're black and orange, and also the Beavers, correct?
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Not that I'm sure color has anything to do with it. Mr. Pegg blows him dead with a false start. That is going to be Allen guilty. Mr. Walton, our side judge, wants the timer to put 1 second back up on the clock. Our stripes staying on top of it here today. Comes Rush up to his feet looking for that lift mat return is Allen. Again, he just needs the attempts. And he was persistent and consistent, able to safely return Rush to the mat. Just about 20 seconds to go here. Running that spiral ride, slides that boot in on the right side for Allen. Now he's going to try to turn those hips, maybe a cheap 2 on a tilt here at the end. Nice period there for Allen. Quick takedown and nice, solid top wrestling. G was working, breakdowns, pinning combinations. We'll go to the second. Allen up 2-0.
Allen finds his way to the finals by a second period fall in the round of 16. The quarterfinals, hard fought win 1-0 over Newman out of McGuffey. Semifinals, 4-2 decision over Stewart out of Marion Center.
Rush going to get the takedown. Now, I believe somebody cut somebody. Somebody went down and they elected to go neutral.
No, I think they started out neutral because it's 2-2 now.
Is it 2-2? Okay,
Yeah.
my line. I apologize. So we began the second period in a neutral position. I thought somebody chose down and they elected to cut him, but Markey confirmed it is 2-2 thanks to Markey K.
And we did miss it, but my guess would have been that it was Rush's choice and he probably picked neutral because, I mean, he did get ridden out the whole first period.
He's
basically
probably a little angered, and he quickly showed how angry he was with that beautiful edge of the mat takedown to lock this one up at 2. Now looking to chin Allen back. Good forward pressure. Nice job by Allen to stay in that sit position. Goes head hunt, trying to turn all the way around, but Rush does a nice job floating around and taking advantage of that ring on the mat. Someday they will figure it out that we should just go to NC2A wrestling edge of the mat rules. Keep one pinky toe in, and we're still wrestling. On top, Allen looking, reach back for that leg. Really nothing happening there. Rush looking for a 2-on-1 wrist underneath. He's got it, but nice job so far by Allen to keep peeling at those hands, not allowing Rush to get anything tight. Allen doing a nice job staying on his base. Like to see his head come up off of the mat. Fire back with some backward pressure. He's going to look to step all the way over. Nice riding and floating here by Rush at the edge of the mat. Right here in front of our broadcast booth. Again, 133 pounds. That's Will Allen out of Corey area in the black and orange. Taking on Gavin Rush out of Butler. Rush on top. Will mount right side. Under 40 to go. Second period. Still locked at 2. Rush doing a nice job riding on top, tying up wrists. Looking to dig out this bar on the right side. He's got the elbow planted. He's going to retreat back around. Here comes Allen up to his base. Again, love to see the head come up off of the mat. Now here goes Rush looking for a tilt. He's got to break that 45-degree angle. Rush right into the short boot on the right side. 15 to go.
The question now is if it is Allen's choice, what's he going to pick? Because you just gave up a quick takedown and you got ridden out.
And he might give up near fall here at the edge, and you got to love end of the period scoring.
Oh.
And so does Gavin Rush. He's going to pick up 2 near fall. Got a 4 count there, good enough for the lead with those 2 back points. And watch this, end of the period scoring, edge of the mat scoring. You got to have it. Nice job there. Little confusion at the head table, maybe trying to put 2 minutes back up for our final period.
If Rush gets that bottom knee up to the ceiling in that tilt, he almost could pick up the fall there.
For sure. We're neutral, 4-2. Gavin Rush out of Butler. Looking to be the second champ. Earlier at 107, we saw Santina Sloboda of Butler take out Griffin Tinsman. So 107 pounds. Looking for a go behind takedown. Spin drill is Allen. And Rush trying to get out of bounds, but Allen's going to get the lift mat return. And we are locked at 4. Great finals, great flurries, great scrambles.
And again, just, not the previous match, but I believe that was the 114. you got to decide here, are you going to commit to the ride, or are you going to cut them and go to work again on your feet?
For
Because
sure.
right now, you're just eating clock, right? You're not going to get any points for it because there's no riding time.
Allen does have 2 takedowns. We'll get another look at it right here. Wow, I don't know. Very close to being called out of bounds, but nice job by Allen to get those feet back in bounds and get that tying takedown.
I was thinking, too, had they gone out, I mean, Rush turned and ran to the out of bounds.
Yeah, for sure. I thought maybe a flea call as well. Here's Rush trying to be strategic, and he does so on top. Gets a 2-point reversal, goes from bottom to top, and with that reversal, he's going to get the lead, 6-4. He's got the claw coming in from the right side, barring out the thigh on the left. Needs to maintain that good pressure forward, George. Don't get sloppy. Don't let your hips fall off.
Yeah, you know, Allen doing a good job at fighting the hands, but you want to fight the hands while you're coming up to your feet.
Agreed. Fight that high hand. He fights off that 2-on-1. Not a lot of action. Down 6-4. Approaching 20 seconds to go. Nice job by Rush. Going to work that cross arm. Pulls it all the way across. And right now, he's just tying things up, G.
Yeah, doing a great job at tying things up. I mean, Allen, you know, should be looking for some rolls or something like that to pick up a quick reversal, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
No, it doesn't. It looks like we're going to have 2 Golden Tornadoes. Champions here at the 2022 Southmoreland Christmas Classic, our 23rd edition over here at Southmoreland. Very short time to go. Allen will go down. Rush to cover right side. Just a good breakdown here. Looking for a switch is Allen. And the Butler Golden Tornadoes crown 2. Gavin Rush at 133 pounds. We'll have a word with him next. Coming up on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
You have pain? We have the answers. You want to feel better? We provide the relief you need. The Rehab Center Chiropractors Caring for Health. Our state-of-the-art facility and our experience in caring doctors provide expert analysis and a customized treatment plan for each individual. The Rehab Center, Chiropractors Caring for Health, with locations in North Apollo, Katanning, Lower Burrell, and Clarion. For more information, visit our website at therehabcenters.com.
Gavin Rush, 133-pound champ here. That's got to feel great. I'm not going to talk about the tournament. I'm going to talk about your crowd you got behind you here. What's that like?
Hey, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool winning in front of all of them. Pretty cool.
Absolutely. What do you got to do the rest of the year? Keep improving.
Keep practicing, keep lifting, keep getting better.
Good. Congratulations. Go enjoy, brother.
And Gavin Rush, I don't know if Flick can get the camera turned around fast enough, but quite the entourage for Mr. Gavin Rush. Your champ at 133 pounds. Gee, what's going on with a $139?
139, we have Cross Cassidy, a freshman 11-0 out of Bedford, taking on the number 6-seeded wrestler, Damon Michaels, a junior, 12-2 out of Elizabeth Forward.
Michaels in on that head inside single, looking to change off. Sorry to cut you off there, G, but Mr. Michaels interrupted us with this takedown. He's going to try to dump off right side. Michaels wearing the black and red singlet. Cassidy in the all-white for Bedford. And I think he's trying to stack Cassidy up for the fall.
Yeah,
Mr.
definitely.
Walton down there looking for it. Cassidy better realize at one point he might have to just bail out and give up the 2. He's staying locked through the crotch. And I'll tell you, Damon Michaels really looking to stack him up. Mr. Walton going to blow it dead with a stalemate. Fresh start with about 53 seconds to go. First period, no score.
You know, just the calmness in that position by Cassidy. I mean, you gotta guess that he's practiced and been in that position in the mat room often. He didn't panic at all. Beautiful double leg there. But
I'll tell you what, nice wizard. Wow, he had the wizard defense, did Michaels, but a blow through double. We'll get another look at that one. It's Cross Cassidy, blows through it. Now he's going to shove in that long boot right side, looking for the banana splits. Where's the banana split from? Dan Latrobe. That a boy. Trying to work on top. Cross Cassidy in the all-white singlet out of Bedford. What's Bedford's nickname? Is that a bull on his back? Buffalo? Michael's trying to work out. Like to see Cassidy bring those hips back up on top. They are the bison, all right.
I mean, I'm saying it looks like a
It
bison.
could be a bison, a bull, buffalo, are all the same, aren't they? Time will expire here in the first period. Cross Cassidy right there. You can see the double, and Michaels had that whizzer. Nice shot right there, got in. continued to drive. You can see Michaels has that right whizzer, and I think he saw Cassidy maybe coming up for the half crunch time. Didn't want to count those 6 lights on here at Scotty Fieldhouse. Beautiful setup for this 2-day tournament. 33 teams began yesterday, and we're down to the final 26 studs. Michaels on top, Cross Cassidy on bottom. Looking for that bar was Michaels. Michaels slides the boot out, continues to work hard on that right side, burying that tight waist on the left. Looking for a Granby roll, goes Cross Cassidy. Got himself in good position to peek out the back door, and does so with that 2-point reversal. Cassidy up 4-0.
Cassidy picked himself up a fall in the round of 32. In the round of 16, picked up another fall. In the quarterfinals, pinned the number 1 seed Porter out of Greenville. He was in the lead 7-0 before he picked up the pin. This all occurred in the first period.
So he hasn't been out there too long so far the last 2 days, and he's going to work here on Michaels on top on the right side. Mr. Walton, just as I suspected, will blow it dead with a stalemate. His side judge, Mr. Steve Snyder. Mr. Snyder's been around for a while, too.
Has been. Ref some of our matches.
For sure.
Cassidy, one of those unseeded wrestler, again, finding and making his way into the finals.
Gotta love when you make your name around Christmas time. Looking for that switch is Michaels. Nice bit of floating here by Cross on top. Looking to step all the way across is Michaels. Cassidy needed to keep his hips up. Michaels can scoot all the way across. He's good for a 2-point reversal. And right there it is. 2-point reversal. Cuts that lead in half now, 4-2.
You'd like to see Michaels start going to work here on top, looking for maybe some turns.
Punches that cross face from the right side. Peeled off nicely by Cross. Going to throw that boot in on the right side, going right to the tripod is Cassidy, trying to shake Michaels off the top. Going to look for the Granby, but didn't really roll all the way through. But now he's going hunting for that head. Michaels in a little bit of trouble getting high if Cassidy stands all the way up. Nope, he's going to drop back down. This is where I think Michaels wants to be. He's in that crab position. You can see him firing that half with the right hand. He's trying to suck Cassidy back. Nice job shin shucking that leg out by Cassidy. Frees himself enough to get back up to his feet. Michaels drops down, head inside single. And time will expire. 4-2, good action here at 139 pounds.
Michaels elects to go down right away. Didn't have to think about it. As soon as the whistle blew, he was showing the signal for down.
Gotta love the pace of wrestling. It's quick, no timeouts. Not like some of our favorite other sports that we cover here at the Westmoreland Sports Network. You can catch any of our broadcasts. Of course, you're watching it live, but if you want to watch it in 10 years, it will be archived. Go check it out. 4-2, Cross Cassidy up over Damon Michaels of Elizabeth forward. And it's third period, down to 1:40. Michaels is going to have to get him 1 and 2. Shout out to our man D. Hall. Taking pictures of his big screen. He's got us up. Big thanks to him. Going big time is Cross Cassidy. Michaels was looking for the scramble. He's sucking him back. Can he get it? He's looking at his coaches. They're giving him a little bit of instruction to move out towards the official. You can see Mr. Walton's hand underneath. Both shoulder blades need to be down. Nice job by Michaels to fight off the fall in this reverse headlock. Still got plenty of fighting to do, though. Just about a minute. And trust me, every time Michaels makes that turn, it gets tighter and tighter and tighter. And there it is! Cross Cassidy, Matt Slapper. Giving them Bedford Bison something to celebrate. We'll have a word coming up next on the Westmoreland Sports Network. Keep it here.
I've been young as a long time. I've been within the room with some really good guys in college now, and I'm excited to see them come back and help in some of the camps we're going to be going to.
I've been going to these camps my whole life. I've jumped levels. The stuff I learned there I use every single day.
Cross Cassidy, Bedford, here, champion, pinning the finals. You pinned the number 1 seed earlier in the tournament. Talk me through the whole tournament.
Had a good tournament. I'm thankful for everybody that coached me. And I'm just here. I'm ready to wrestle. Can't wait for some really high level competition. can't wait for the state tournament. I'm ready to wrestle.
Good. Best of luck this year.
Thank you.
Well, Jay made it very clear he's ready for the big show.
Yeah, he's ready to wrestle.
I mean, and he's wrestling as if he wants to get there. Now he's got a lot of, it's a process. And you've got to endure the process. And you can see he's already grateful to his coaches and everybody that trains with him. So gratitude, of course, for everybody around him. What do we have going on out there at 145, my man?
145, we have the number 4 seeded wrestler, Liam Cornetto, a senior, 13-1 on a Marion Center, ranked 18th. Double A took 3rd last year here at this tournament at 138.
We have Debner striking first with the takedown. Did Debner get the first takedown or Cornetto got the first takedown? Yep, okay, you switched. Flick confused me there a little bit. Mr. Cornetto did get that first takedown with a quick escape by Ty Debner. Go ahead and talk about Ty.
Yeah, Debner, a senior out of Beth Center, 14-2. He's ranked 19th in the state, Double A.
Cornetto in the white singlet, green ankle band. Debner in the blue, red ankle band. A couple of stout-looking young men out there at 145 pounds. Shrug attempt there by Debner. Cornetto not fooled, stays in the center of the mat. Half minute to go, first period, 145 pounds. Again, we got the action started at 107, and we will end at 285. But don't go anywhere because we'll have lots of post-match action brought to you by Smale Kia in Greensburg, including recap of today's finals, final team race rundown, and some interviews.
Cornetto beat the number 1 seeded wrestler out of Mount Pleasant from Plembo in the semifinals.
Poke, that's a big win. Shot there by Debner at the end, blocked off by Cornetto. Nice sprawl, jammed down on that head as time expired. Mr. Snyder, your head official. Mark Poche, our side judge. I think they're looking perhaps at some blood. We got a little bit of a leaky faucet. I think it's more or less just a little bit of cleanup, but this blood time brought to you by our friends at Excel Health Sports Medicine and Orthopedics.
Debner picked himself up a major decision in the semifinals. He's the number 3 seed here. Looking throughout throughout these brackets, number 1's getting beat, number 2's getting beat. I mean, it's a competitive, really competitive tournament.
And, it just goes to show it doesn't matter what the other person's seeded, what their rank, go out and wrestle. See, now the Beth Center does it right. They have bulldogs right on the back. That's what we need. I'm putting that request into a long, as well as the edge of the mat, one point of contact in, we're wrestling. You got to have your nicknames on the back. No, actually not. I like playing the game as Debner cuts away. The Bulldog ties it up at 2. We'll see another Bulldog coming up next in his teammate Tyler Barish. Looking to go heavy hands here is Debner. 2 doing a nice job. There's a shot by Debner. Head inside single, looking to bring it all the way up. Digging in with that whizzer is Cornetto, and he's going to step that foot down. Nice job using that whizzer and punching that right toe down to the mat, G.
Yeah, he gave Debner that feel of kind of, sitting back and reaching across.
Flick knew the question was coming, and he preemptively beat me to it. The Stingers of Marion Center. I would have never guessed that one. I like the singlets, though, the white with that green belt. 2-2, Bulldogs and Stingers. Just about halfway through this bout. Debner looking to go double unders, locking underneath. Goes Cornetto. Cornetto circling his butt back in. Using that underhook with a heavy pull down was Debner, looking for edge of the mat. Leg attacks. He's got the shoelace, trying to suck Cornetto back in. And the 2 will drive out of bounds. We'll get a fresh start with 42 to go.
Yeah, Cornetto's got to kind of watch out there. He kind of just shut down on offense here after that first takedown. I mean, Debner's been more aggressive here, firing off some shots, controlling the center. So he's got to watch out. You don't want to get hit for stalling.
Indeed, G. 2 exchange collar ties, trying to push away. There's Cornetto. Shout out to our man, Wrestling Jesus. If you can't be there in person, give thy sons G, Smitty, and Kaz a listen. Best in the business. Thank you, Father. And from Wrestling Boot, a Southmoreland Holiday Classic is live right now on the WSN. Thanks for the shout out. Looking to go big with a headlock there. I'll tell you what, Cornetto better watch bringing that head up like that.
Well, Debner gave him a hard club when he came in, and Debner almost like fell into that shot, but
almost wonder if Debner was looking for it. Like he snapped, and Cornetto responded with a shot as we get another look at Debner's escape there earlier on in the second period to tie this one up at 2. Cornetto in a down position, comes all the way up to his feet, and Debner better work a little harder for mat returns. Mr. Snyder not happy with that work, so he does hit him with a stall call. Don't want to give up the one here. Looking to go inside trip, and the 2 will go out of bounds. No change, and Cornetto thought maybe he deserved one there. Maybe worth another look, but no instant replay here at the high school level. Left side cover for Debner, jumps over to the right side, quickly coming up to his feet is Cornetto. Debner looking for that inside trip again. Keep in mind, he's got that stall call. The next one will cost him a point, so he's better off when he gets to his feet. If he can't return it, just let him go and give him the one and try to push for that 2-point takedown. Nice job by Debner on the mat return, sliding that boot in on the right side, looking for cross body ride. Here comes Cornetto all the way up to his feet. Debner looked to jump up on top and get the potentially dangerous Cornetto trying to cut and peel those hands away, and he does take the lead with that 1-point escape. Minute 10 to go, Debner down.
Yeah, I thought once that leg slipped out for Debner on their feet, I thought he was just going to pinch that hip and go for a quick mat return there, but
3-2 here at 145 pounds. That's Liam Cornetto of Marion Center up over Ty Debner of Beth Center. Edge of the mat wrestling right in front of the head table. Right now, Debner digging in on that wizard Cornetto. You know, it's going to run out of room. It's almost better just to get out of bounds and get another crack at it. I love the fact Cornetto staying aggressive with the lead. Debner takes a peek at the clock, sees under 40. He's going to have to push here for a leg attack. Debner has the stall called. Debner comes in with a heavy club, now changes to the overhook on the left side. Brings that elbow inside, frees out. Cornetto staying right in the middle of the mat. Can't hit him for stalling if he's not backing up and avoiding action. Now he's got the backup beeper on a little bit. Mr. Snyder thought so too. See, he hits him with a stall, so we've got a stall apiece here with 12 seconds. Beth Center coaching staff saying turn up the pace. Looking for that underhook, looking to step inside with a trip. Cornetto doing a nice job just staying right in there, looks for the bear hug. Looking to go with a duck under his Debner, and time expires. Marion Centers, the Stingers, Liam Cornetto wins 3-2. Keep it right here. We'll have Liam, and then we will have 152 pounds. Coming up next on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
The Quest School of Wrestling is celebrating its 18th year of operation. Come meet Coach Jim Akerly and assistant Mason Beckman and see why Quest easily becomes family for your wrestler. The Quest School of Wrestling offers group coaching, open workouts, and private instruction to wrestlers at all levels, from elementary through high school. Call 412-352-3727 or QuestSchoolofWrestling.com. The Quest School of Wrestling, with facilities open all year round in Washington, PA.
Liam Cornetto, 145-pound champion. You take out the #1 seed in the semis, then you get the job done in the finals. Talk me through the tournament.
I knew there was going to be a lot of tough competition here, and it just helped having good teammates and good coaches to help you throughout the tournament, telling you what you need to fix to capitalize on stuff you missed earlier.
Awesome. Best of luck the rest of the year, buddy.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Liam Cornetto, and thanks to Marky K for being out there and hammering out these interviews. Love to get a word from our competitors. And there's another student athlete showing appreciation for his coaching staff, his workout partners, the people around him that but gave him that opportunity to get out there and go win gold. And guess what? We have another Stinger and another Bulldog out there. This time, it is
152, #1 seed Tyler Barish, a senior, 15-1 on a Beth Center. He's ranked 8th in the state, AA. He's the returning champ down at 152 last year at this event, taking on the #2 seeded wrestler, Cage Hilbron, a senior, 10-2 out of Marion Center. He's ranked 20th in the state at AA. He took 3rd last year at 145 pounds.
So a couple of state-ranked guys here, and I do remember Barish quite a bit. He is a monster on top. Gage Hellbrun looking to run that Russian arm tie. Barish clears out of it. Back to open action here in the middle of the mat, 152 pounds as we approach 1/2 minute. Mark Poche, our head official. Joey McCara, his side judge, yells out 30 seconds. There's Hellbrun looking for a shot, fought off nicely, then a reshot there by Barish. Hellbrun able to get that leg back, the two go out of bounds, so returning some leg attack action here from both guys. Like to see shot, reshot, G, right?
You gotta love shot, reshot. Barish picked himself up a tech fall over the number 5 seeded Kaufman out of Fox Chapel, and Hellbrun picked up an 8-1 decision over Vesley out of Valley. And a good thing for Valley, getting a guy on the podium.
Going to have to get another look at that because I was looking at UG, but I think it was an underhook to a cross knee pick. We'll get another peek at it right here. Yes.
Yep.
Beautiful. Punch that hand to the sky. Able to catch Hellbrun at the edge of the mat, maybe relaxing a little bit, and got that end of the period and edge of the mat scoring. So second period, 2 minutes. Barish covers left side. Holds that 2-0 lead after that 2-point takedown. Continues to chop hard on the left, really sagging down. Nice job with a knee slide. Trying to come up to his feet is Hellbrun. Two to one now the score, and this is where Tyler Barish, I think, goes to work. He's turning up the heat on his feet, but how about Hellbrun? What's the knee? Thank goodness. Mr. Poche quickly jumping in there. Trying to rubber knee out of that one, and yes, that was intentional, and why do we do it to ourselves? Because we want to win that bad. So let's see if Barish comes back on those leg attacks, but Hellbrun not backing out. Staying right in center. May not be the last time these two meet. Shot there by Barish, nicely blocked off, going to a front head and an arm is Hellbrun. Looking to go dumping big time, but how about this? Hellbrun almost steps over. Catches Barish on his back. You see he's working that right hand, is working that head down, and a beautiful duck out on the other side for Barish. Felt the hip pressure, and gee, that was smooth.
You gotta love that. Little knee slide across to that duck under, able to pick up that takedown. Almost put himself in danger there when he tried to force that dump.
Right here, you'll see it. Oh, no, there's right there's where he was able to peek out his head, duck out to the other side. And what happened there is he caught the hips, he felt the hips, he was pushing in with that far hip. Let's just take him the way he wants to go, and that's what Mr. Barish did. Now up 4-1, under a minute to go here in the second period, 152 pounds. I want to thank you for hanging out with us. You're tuned into the Southmoreland Christmas Classic, brought to you by Rob Waller's All-American Wrestling Club. It's Hellbrun looking to Granby all the way out. Comes up to his feet. Barish looking for a safe lift mat return. Now goes with a backward trip. Quickly up to the chop on the left side. So Barish grinding on top. Good job staying up on his feet. He's got that back leg laced. Looking to chop on the left side. Hellbrun needs to get himself a fresh start. Down 4-1. He's going to try to cut away there quickly, but Mr. Poche blows them dead with 19-4-1. Still the lead for Tyler Barish.
Yeah, a lot of action. Neither wrestler really backing down here. Hellbrun doing a good job of putting moves together down there, but just not able to find an answer for Barish's top wrestling.
Going to be a caution on Hellbrun on the bottom. Started a little bit early perhaps, or maybe didn't have his knees behind the line or his palms in front of the line, looking to go to that right ankle. Barish, nice drop, picking it up and driving. Quickly jumps right up on top. Likes to lace that back leg, trying to go roll. Was Hellbrun, but Barish not really phased. He's comfortable. You can tell that he does these kinds of, he puts himself in uncomfortable positions in the wrestling room. So when it happens out here on the mat of competition, he's comfortable with it. As time expires, Barish will take that 4-1 lead to the third, excuse me.
Yeah, Barish quickly signals he's going to elect to go down. Looks like Hellbrun's going to go out. I thought he was showing optional start there. I guess changed his mind.
He's going to cover left side. Boxing everything out was Barish, but unable to box out that left long boot by Hellbrun, who's trying to drive forward, digs those toes and looking to go cross body ride here on Barish. Barish a bit of a bear, and Hellbrun was able to get the cross arm back, but Barish showing off some strength, able to get his arm back, thank goodness. Mr. Poche did work himself in there to keep a close eye on that shoulder. Again, nobody gets injured out here. Maybe some leaky faucets, but that's about it. And there goes Helbrun. He's back to that cross-body ride. You think Barish may want to not give up that arm, because that is not a comfortable position, holding on to a 4-1 lead as we approach 1:15 in the final frame. Comes Barish up to his feet. Helbrun with a mat return. Unfortunately, Helbrun not getting any points for these mat returns. He's going to have to start scoring points.
That's the thing, it's when you don't get the riding time point awarded. I mean, right now, yeah, he's riding tough. He's being active. He's busy. But he's, like you said, he's not scoring.
Barish going to swim himself out of this one. Helbrun got himself a little bit high, and you saw Barish with that hard swim move. And what that did is that threw the hips off and got Helbrun high. And here comes Barish out the back door. Right hand all the way across the hip. Still control for Helbrun. Just north of 30 seconds. Final period. Barish trying to stand and get the point. He gets a 1-point escape right here in front of us. Makes that lead 5-1. Beth Center Bulldogs looking for a champ.
Yeah, right here, Helbrun's just going to have to go feet to back.
Go big.
I mean, but he's going to have to put himself in that position.
Helbrun getting busy on those stutter steps. Nice job working that head and arm cut in the corner is Barish. Barish maybe trying to peek that head out and get himself one more takedown, and there's the cherry on top for the Bulldog. That's Tyler Barish, make it 7-1. He wins his second title as time expires. Congratulations to Ty Barish. We'll have a word with him next on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Collision Shop by Jason Mignone is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered on both passenger and heavy-duty vehicle repairs, including scratches, scrapes, and dents, free estimates, body repairs, welding, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our all-new alignment and calibration shop has the tooling, equipment, and staffing to ensure top-quality alignment and calibration adjustments for your vehicle. Our friendly office staff is more than happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit the Collision Shop by Jason.com for our complete list of services.
Barish, 152-pound champ, your second one. Talk me through that finals match.
Yeah, so tough kid, really strong, really hard to open up at first. Kind of started figuring out what he was doing. Every time I shot into that right side, he was just getting that hip down and limp laying out. So I adjusted that and I shot to the left. Found a little bit of success with it. He rolled me through on the one, but I feel like I controlled the match pretty well, but definitely wasn't a gimme.
Awesome. Now, I'm not going to tell you who asked me to say this. Who's got the coolest dad here in the gym?
That's got to be me. I know. I know he put you up to this.
No, never. Good luck the rest of the year.
Thanks, Marky. Thanks, Ty. Congratulations. That's Tyler Barish, two-time champ here at the Southmoreland Christmas Classic, and looking for big things for Tyler Barish later in the season. Gee, we have 160 pounds out there. Who's out there?
Number 1 seed, Levi Donnell, senior, 13-2 out of Butler, ranked 13th in the state. AAA, he's a returning champ down at 145 last year. He's taking on the number 2 seeded wrestler, Tristan Ice. I just really like saying that name.
Iceman.
Senior, 13-2 out of Southmoreland. So to get to wrestle in his home gym and go, hopefully he goes out in style.
For sure. I'll tell you what, though, if I got to pick the haircut of the finals, so far it's Donnell. And the fireman's carry of the finals also goes to Donnell. That was beautiful at the edge of the mat. Felt that pressure. Tristan was driving in. Donnell just drops right down underneath. Get another look at it right here. And that is a magnificent mullet. Where's Niederheiser? Where is Mason the mullet man? I haven't seen him here all day. He also rocks a beautiful mullet and is not afraid to show it off. Looking to go with that switch was Tristan Ice from the bottom, but just maintaining good ear, shoulder in the ear drive pressure was Donnell. The two will go out of bounds. Donnell holds a 2-0 lead, also looking for his second title.
Donnell picked himself up a fall, major decision and fall, and a decision 8-2 again over another Valley wrestler in the semifinals, Perkins.
Charles Perkins.
Yeah, out of the 4th seeded wrestler. And again, you got to really just speak, how high that is for that Valley program. I think last year they were hovering around maybe 8 or 9 kids on their roster. Now they're, picking up some some placers here in the Holiday Classic tournament.
Yeah, congratulations to those Valley Vikings. Ice trying to come up to his feet. Donnell with a safe mat return back down. Short time to go, first period. Levi Donnell has a 2-0 lead. Head coach Danny Boring over there. What a busy man he is. Athletic director, gym teacher, head wrestling coach, head women's volleyball coach, husband, and father of 3 or 4 now. Yeah, I mean, he's a very, very busy man, and I'll tell you what, he's put on one hell of a show here this weekend. Congratulations to Mr. Banco, who's also a big contributor to the success of this program. There he is right there. His wrestler down 2-0 on top. Staying in good position. Donnell in the short sit position, looking to drive out hands. See if he goes with a quick cut, and he does right here. He goes head hunting on ice, and he's got the far near cradle locked up.
A lot of time left here. A lot of time
could
left.
get iced right here, and there it is. A mat slapper for Levi Donnell, who does a little body surf right off of the Iceman. 2-time champion Levi Donnell out of Butler, and we'll have him coming up next right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network. Keep it here, baby.
Hi, Westmoreland sports fans. This is Al Gallardo, financial advisor with Lincoln Investment and longtime Westmoreland County resident. Whether it's a traditional or Roth IRA, 403B or 457 plan, mutual funds, ETFs, stocks, or bonds, I can help you navigate the markets and assist you in achieving all of your goals. Call me at 724-309-8337 or email me at agallardo@lincolninvestment.com and we'll get started together. Good luck to all of the area's athletes and coaches this season.
Levi Donnell, pin in the finals, little body surf to end it there. Talk me through that finals match.
I went in, I didn't know, I saw his matches previously, and I didn't think he'd be as active as he was, but I ended up taking him down, which is big. In second period, I really just waited for that head, and once I got it, I just did everything in my power to finish it with it.
And we got to ask our man Chris Smith over here, the hair. Is that something new? Like, what's going on here?
Sort of new. I've been growing it since last season.
You don't got to put any product in that. That's all Butler County water, right?
It's all in the tap.
That's right. Levi Donnell, great job, babe.
Thank you.
All right, thanks to Levi Donnell. Marky K having fun as he always does. And also out there having fun right now is Fort Cherry's Braden Welsh. G, tell us who's out there.
Yeah, number 1 seed, Bryce Hall, senior, 17-0 out of Rockbridge, Virginia. Ranked second in the state of Virginia, taking on the number 2 seed, Braden Welsh, sophomore, 16-0 out of Fort Cherry. He's ranked 16th in the state in Double A.
Welsh looking for some back points, and he is getting courtesy of that 2-on-1 tilt. Mr. Gonder, our head official, gives him the compliments of 3 near fall after that 5 count to jump up 7-0. Everybody's pointing in front of me. I have no idea what they're pointing at. Yeah, we like to have a little fun here on the broadcast booth. You know, thanks to our man, I got to thank Dan Flickinger, our president and producer extraordinaire, is looking to go for the reversal. Here's Bryce Hall. He's going to get himself on the board with a 2-point reversal, 7-2. Go ahead, G.
I was just going to say, you know, Welsh out to a very quick, and I was going to say commanding start, before he gave up that reversal there. You know, still in the lead, 7-2.
Got a little sloppy, got the hips low. Eric Johnson, our side judge, got Teddy Gonder, your head official, 7-2. The lead for Braden Welsh out of Fort Cherry, again taking on Bryce Howell of Rockbridge County. Our good friend Mike Wood, former head coach at Derry, before moving down to Virginia and becoming the head coach here at Rockbridge County. Him and Danny Boring go way back. So, and you know, Virginia, Mike will tell you that they're one of the best teams in big school. You know, one of the top teams, but he knew coming up here in PA wrestling, a little bit of a competition, depth of competition difference. Yeah. But he wanted his guys to get this experience, and it's good to see one of his guys in the finals not really working out very well, as Welsh is making final arrangements for Bryce Hall. And Welsh with the mat slapper. Second period fall. Just about 30 seconds in. Fort Cherry gets himself a champion. We'll have him next with Marky K on the West Sports Network.
Hey, where?
Braden Welsh, winner by fall in the finals here. You get a kid out of Virginia, multiple-time state place of Virginia, an unfamiliar opponent. What was the plan going into that finals match?
I was trying to stick to my defense. He didn't really shoot though, so I got into my shot and I worked on top.
Awesome. Off to a hot start this year. What do you got to do the rest of the year to keep rolling?
Keep it going, keep working hard in the practice room, pushing my teammates every day.
Awesome. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Marky, and congratulations to Braden Welsh out of Fort Cherry. G, 189 pounds. What's going on?
Number 1 seed, Michael Cranebooker, the senior, 12-3 out of Butler. He's ranked 21st AAA in the state, returning champ down at 172 is Cranebooker, taking on the 3rd seed, Jacob Lehu, a junior, 16-2 out of Beth Center. He's ranked 19th. AA in the state. So here's another AA versus AAA matchup.
And both of them exchanging leg attacks. No points to mention just yet. Lehu in the navy blue, the Bulldogs on the back, while Cranebooker in on that head inside. Defending off that head inside single. Nice job pushing down on the head. But how about the strength of Lehu? Driving up, going to run out of real estate.
Initially, I was going to comment on how far away Lehu took that shot, but with those long arms,
yeah, for sure,
you could get there.
Yeah, he shot that one out of Mount Pleasant all the way to Scottdale. Actually, we aren't in Scottdale. The hometown here is
Avinson. Is that what it's called?
Alverton. I think it's Alverton. Yeah. How about that? Cranebooker goes up with that 2-point takedown, rips that crossface. Put a little exclamation point on it, like get to your belly. Now he's working a bar on the right side. Nice job here by Lehu to get back up to his base, but he better free that bar on the right side. Now looking to go to the cradle. He's got the far cradle locked up, trying to suck it back, but Lehu doing a nice job not going to his back. See if Cranebooker can drive back inbounds. The two are playing tipsy-toe there right on the edge. Both officials keeping an eye on things.
Short time here in this period. You got to really give it up to the Butler just program in general. They always have gritty, tough kids, but this year they're really putting it together.
They're solid, and you know what? Last week after we did the Hempfield Cannon Mac match, last Thursday we went out and had some Mountain Dews with the guys, and D Hall and Markey, they both said, better start considering Butler for the AAA WPL team title, and there's about 6 teams in there that could win it right now. There's nobody that's really standing out in front, but the Butler Tornadoes now in that mixed conversation, G.
It's because they're competitive at every weight.
For sure. Cranebooker on top, drives Lehu out of bounds. 9 seconds gone here in the second period, 189 pounds. We still have 2 more finals coming up. Again, today's finals brought to you by Rob Walters All-American Wrestling Club. Thanks to Coach and Rob Sr., Rob Jr., Deb, Di, Princess Di. I know she's probably tuned in. Be sure to stick around for our post-match show brought to you by Smale Kia in Greensburg. Cranebooker still looking to run that bar from the right side. Lehu able to get his hand back down, now trying to come up to his feet. Needs to get himself on the board. Looking to lace that leg inside his Cranebooker. And right now, if you're Lehu, you need to let go of that leg because you're just kind of feeding into the wheelhouse here, wasting time and not scoring points. See, Cranebooker has that inside leg lace, and he's just keeping that leg elevated, not allowing Lehu to get back to his base. Now he lets go of the leg, and here he comes back to his base. Claw from the right side. He's going to wing down on it is Lehu, and that's good enough to free enough space, clear those hips out, and get the 1-point escape. 2-1.
Both guys just tall and lanky here.
Wow, nice heel pick right there by Lehu. And look at that. Just like that, he takes a 3-2 lead. A little bit of action right here in front of the broadcast booth always makes Flick a little nervous, especially when it's the bigger guys that can take out a lot of money and equipment. Crane Bucher breaks away for a 1-point escape to tie this baby up at 3. Half minute to go in the middle period. Don't go anywhere. Got a good one here at a $1.89. Two staying in the middle of the map, break free. Another shot there by Lehue, a little bit far away, but with these guys' reach, why not? He's going to repenetrate in. Crane Bucher trying knock over that hip and spin all the way around with short time. Tim Lloyd shouts out the time, and there it is, the end of the second period. We'll go to the third, locked at 3. Crane Bucher wasting no time. We're going to go down. Right there was the scramble created by Lehue to get that first point, and then there's the finish on that heel pick to tie this one up at 3. So Lehue and the best center Bulldogs not going anywhere. Big mistake there by Lehue, tried to suck Crane Bucher back. He's going to give up the 2-point reversal and not near fall just yet. But there goes Crane Bucher stepping over, and this one is tight. Wow, look at the strength of Lehue. No, near fall. Good golly, Miss Molly. How did he get out of that? I mean, I'm not going to say that Crane Bucher was intentionally choking him out, but I saw where the arm was. Now looking for the Merkel, Flick's favorite move. Still locked. Oh, no, sorry, Crane Bucher up 5-3. After that reversal, takes a peek up at the clock, sees 1 minute, 15 seconds. Lehue's got to get to work. Probably better to get a fresh start, if you know what I mean. Kick your hips to the right, get a fresh one. I think he takes another peek up at the clock, and he's just going to hang out right here. You know, if any danger, he's close to the edge. He's crowding those hips, chop hard on the right, prying out that thigh on the left. Blown dead out. Right there, you can see him coming out of it, and I tell you, where that forearm was, I couldn't breathe. Up, we're going to have false start action. That's going to be Lehue on the bottom. One caution, you get two, the third caution. Right up to his feet comes Lehue, and that's what he needed to do. Post those hands, cut away.
Cut away here.
Crane Bucher needs an attempt. There's the stall call right there, and that's the double-edged sword. You give up the stall call and the 1 point. Plenty of time here, G. Lehue needs to turn it up, shoot to score, but push the envelope.
30 seconds to go.
And he just took a bad shot.
That was not what he wanted to do there.
Came in like Batman, and that Crane to Bucher gave him a little bit of fly time with that pancake. Lehue able to turn all the way out, not go to his back, but just like that, it's 7-4. Crane Bucher now has that far cradle locked up. He's going to let it go, give up the 1 point escape with short time. Takedown ties it for Lehue. He's looking to go big with a headlock. Crane going to pick him up. He's going to throw those hips in, pop that head out. And time expires. The Golden Tornadoes, Mickey Crane Bucher. Another champ. We'll have a word with him next on the Westmoreland Sports Network. Don't go anywhere.
Dr. Scott Learn and his dental team have been caring for the community for over 20 years. Dr. Learn offers a wide variety of dental services, including oral exams, gingivitis treatments, crowns, veneers, and more. He even makes custom sports mouth guards. Call 724-537-3314 or visit scottelearndmd.com. Dr. Scott Learn General and Cosmetic Dentistry in Latrobe, giving you the confidence to enjoy your smile.
189-pound champ Michael Crane Bucher out of Butler. Butler 4 for 4 now in the finals, looking to go 5 for 5 here. You beat Waynesburg last week. What's going on at Butler?
A lot of hard work. We're a great team this year. Solid throughout the whole lineup. Just hard work, basically.
We haven't seen the last few guys, have we?
No. Landon's out there right now. He's gonna kick some butt. It's gonna be the end of it.
Awesome. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you, sir.
Told you, it's Butler Golden Tornadoes. Write them down because they're going to be in the mix come late January, February. Looking to go 5 for 5 here, G. Who's out there?
Yeah, 215. We have Kyler Claycomb. He upset the number 1 seeded wrestler Christian McChesney in the semifinals. He's a junior, 7-2 out of Bedford, taking on the 2nd seed Landon Christie, a senior, 9-5 out of Butler.
Where else? Butler looking to go 5-4-5 in these finals and really put an exclamation on their championship. I mean, last year was a very tight race over Plum. It was not decided till later in the finals. They came into these finals with it locked up. And you know what I'm noticing from the team? They're having fun.
Yep.
They're out there, they're cheering for each other. We saw earlier whenever they circled around back here for Gavin Rush. Landon looking to go into that double. And he's really trying to put the exclamation on this one as he's got Claycomb in trouble. Nice job by Claycomb to bail out.
Claycomb, he almost looked like he was going for a throw, but then kind of got off balance there.
Like he bailed out at the last second, and you can't do that. Once you're committed, you're in. And, nice job there by Christie, just taking the body where it wanted to go. Unfortunately, wasn't able to put the clamps on. Really would have driven this Butler crowd crazy. It's going to be a caution on Christie. Mr. Lloyd explained needs to get that belly. They'll say on the navel, not the belly button. I have no idea why. Nice ankle drive breakdown there. They always say you got to put it on the navel. How about you just say the belly button?
Maybe navel's the proper term.
Like the butt talks, not the rump roast. I get it, G. Look at Christie going to work on this bar, but Claycomb trying to come all the way out. And he is going to get a one-point escape.
Did a great job to get back down to the map, but then just let go of him.
Yeah, he recovered nicely, and then, I don't know. Just let him go and gave him the one-point escape. Maybe he wants to go get another 2-point takedown. Tim Lloyd, our head official, looking for a go-behind takedown here is Claycomb. Nicely circling out of it is Christie. Chris Pegg, our side judge. 4-1 as time will expire here in the first period. 215 pounds, our light heavies. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the big guys coming up next. Followed by our post-match show, brought to you by our good friends at Smell Kia in Greensburg. Thanks to our good friends Rebecca Robbins, Mark Smell for their proud sponsorship of the Westmoreland Sports Network. Left side cover for Claycomb. Right to the bucked up position goes Christie. I don't know if he was trying to do a Granby roll, but Claycomb gets high. Christie should at least come away with one here, but no, how about it? Boom! A little bit of frequent flyer mileage from that chest lock. No change.
Gotta like it. I mean, a lot of action for no change, but you gotta like it.
And no points. Boom! It's a lot of weight coming down on this mat. Right side cover, heavy chops on the right side from Claycomb. Down 2-1, getting to the short sit is Christie. Looking to go with that head. He's going to come all the way up. No points awarded yet as the two will go out of bounds. Tell you what, Claycomb kind of deceptive out there. He just moves a lot better than you think he would. It's Kyler Claycomb out of Bedford. One of 2 Bedford finalists.
And did we've decided it's the Bison?
I think we can go with the Bison. Coach Zach Snyder stopping over to the booth to say hi. Skipper of the Vikings, and in a little bit of trouble here is Claycomb. He needs to bail out and give Christie the 2-point reversal, but Christie not done yet. He's going to run that bar around.
Here, he has that bar.
Plenty of time. Mr. Lloyd down there looking for it. That puts the exclamation on it. Landon Christie, the Butler Tornado, makes it 5-4-5 with that Matt Slapper. We'll have him coming up next on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Smale Kia doesn't have time in this 30-second commercial to read all the great reviews about the all-new 2022 Kia Forte. Here's some of the highlights. Right now, get special low 1.9% APR for up to 60 months on the highly acclaimed 2022 Kia Forte. Shop our inventory or reserve your new Kia. 24/7 online at smalekia.com or Route 30 East Greensburg.
Landon Christie, I'm running out of questions to ask you Butler guys. This is the 5th time up here. 5 for 5 in the finals. Talk me through. You get the fall there.
Just kept working for it to stop wrestling.
I asked your teammate Michael. He said, you guys are working hard at Butler. Big things coming out of your program. You guys aren't slowing down. What's the driving force in that room that has you guys, getting to that top?
Always working to be better, never complacent. Always working one more notch above.
Awesome. Best of luck the rest of the year. We'll be watching.
Congratulations to Landon Christie. Makes it 5 for 5 in the finals, and congratulations to those Butler Golden Tornadoes. They're taking gold home. Gee, we've got the heavy duties out there, and they are big gentlemen.
We have the number 4 seed, Zane Hagens, a sophomore, 9-4 out of Somerset. He's ranked 18th in the state at AA, taking on the 3rd seed, Christian Flaherty, the senior, 11-0, Keystone Oaks.
Couple of big guys getting after it out there. Keystone Oaks in the black and gold trim. St. Hagens out of Somerset in the black and orange.
As I look over to see, they're coming towards their equipment. Flick puts one arm on the on the camera as if that's going to stop it from flying back up against the wall if those guys came over here.
Good friend Tim McMahon of Excella Health stops over to say hello. Thanks to Tim. Coach Dr. Masterson also here. And there's the mullet man, Mason Niederheiser, to our right. I know Flick will get that robo over on him. He's got a great do. And we're having some equipment failures out there on the part of Christian Flaherty's headgear, but he's not stopping wrestling. Heavy snap down there on Hagens. 2 exchanging over-unders and pummeling. And Hagens looking to go big. Able to get his hips out. Flaherty returns a favor with that pancake. And he's got Somerset in a world of trouble. Counting the 6 lights on here.
A lot of time left, too, in this situation.
Flaherty just kind of settled in. Nice job by Zane Hagens fighting it off. Peg down there looking for it. Not yet, not yet. Final arrangements being made right the O-bit up, says Flaherty. It's got to be close down there. Plenty of time. Nice fight on the part of Hagens. And just as I say that, Flaherty with a mat slapper here at heavyweight. That'll do it for the 13 finals we had slated here for you, brought to you by Rob Waller's All-American Wrestling Club. But don't go anywhere, because we'll have Christian Flaherty next and a lot more on our Smell Kia post-match show. Keep it on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
The mat as quick as possible.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's trying to throw, and I'm a patient wrestler. I'm not very aggressive, so I kind of like when wrestlers try throwing me. I have long arms, I can catch myself. So
awesome. Best of luck the rest of the year.
That's Christian Flaherty out of Keystone Oaks, wasting no time with that first period fall over St. Hagens out of Somerset. We're going to take a quick break, but again, we will return with that Smell Kia post-match show right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Coach, building a championship team, I know for you, it's all about the details. The same goes with the Bowsers.
No doubt about it. I mean, it's the tiny little details every single day, not forgetting about it the next day and maybe doing it the following day. I mean, I think details are everything.
As Coach says, get your eyes right on the power of Bowser.
The Bowser family is proud to have Coach Narduzzi as part of our team.
What keeps me coming back to Comrades is I know I'm in a good haircut every time I go there. And I know the people are going to be cool there, the vibe's going to be cool, and it's just going to be an overall good experience.
Consistency in haircuts, great atmosphere, everybody's friendly. It's like cheers, everybody knows your name, and it's always a good time.
I always walk in and I'm like, I wonder what the vibe's going to be today. And I'm never disappointed.
Santino Sloboda, 107-pound champ here. We missed the interview to start, but we don't forget our light guys. Undefeated this year, ranked second in the state, Butler 5 for 5. Great things going on there. What are your goals moving forward the rest of the season?
I want to make it the states, hopefully place. Want the team to make it the team states best as we can get, just whatever we can do.
You started out a fire 107-pound year for yourself as a freshman. We know you've had that success at the junior high level. What do you got to do at the high school level now to continue that success?
Just keep moving forward, better kids, stronger. Just got to keep going, keep getting wins, rack them up.
Awesome. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marky. That's Santina Sloboda, our 107-pound champ. He got the fire started for the Golden Tornadoes. Joining us now is head coach Stoner. You got him on there, Flick. Coach, congratulations. Back-to-back team titles for you. What's going on up in Butler? Something in the water?
No, a lot of hard work I've obviously been there 30 years. I actually wrestled right here on this gym, and that's part of the reason we come back here. And, being part of a person that's very loyal to my upbringings and things, and I enjoy coming back here, and we've been very fortunate to have a bunch of hard-working kids. Got a great elementary, my junior high is progressing, and just putting in the work, So really, really excited about what we're doing.
So Butler, you guys have North Allegheny coming up next, right? So what's the game plan going into that? How do you keep these athletes still firing on all cylinders, and not kind of getting caught up in, hey, we've arrived, right? We just won this tournament.
George, I don't let them get too far ahead of themselves in the room. I'm always critiquing and asking them to do more and making sure I'm trying to keep things in perspective. And North Allegheny obviously is a storied tradition of just great wrestlers, third-generation wrestlers even. So we're always chasing them, and they'll be ready to go, and it'll be a match. I mean, every year I look forward to wrestling and beating those guys, and hopefully this year will be the year. So.
Coach, you guys are having a lot of success beating Waynesburg, Hempfield, Kiski, and now you claim your second title here. I know it's a lot easier said than done to keep your guys level, but they look like they're just having fun and embracing the moment. What's that message? How do you keep that?
Well, we won 8 out of 9 here, and again, I'm being greedy all the time. I tell my kids, be selfish, want more for yourself, and don't settle for where you're at now, and trying to develop that thing that wrestling's really built in a lot of young men to constantly strive to be successful, to overcome your obstacles and your losses and move forward. So we just keep sending that message. But they were having a great time. They were behind each other. The Gavin Rush match at 33, that kid doesn't look like that kind of a wrestler, but he's a rider. So there's a nice family type thing, and that's something I've really tried to establish in Butler since I've gone there 30 years ago.
It's definitely a testament to what you're preaching into your guys, because we saw that here on display, during the interviews, over here on the side. I mean, everyone's fired up, cheering each other on. It's a great job up there, Coach.
I'm very fortunate to have kids that are buying into what I'm doing, and at times it's frustrating because they don't always give me what I want, but I just keep twisting and turning and keep working at it. So I appreciate all you guys do for wrestling in the WPIL in this great region. So,
Coach,
thanks.
thank you so much.
Coach.
Shake
Thank
your
you,
hand.
guys.
Go enjoy that win.
Good luck on the rest
I will.
of the
We'll have
season,
some
Coach.
fun. See you guys. See everyone.
That's head coach Stoner of the Butler Golden Tornadoes, taking 8 out of 9 here from Southmoreland, including the last 2, and he's taking home 5 gold medals. And I'll tell you what, they're just having fun out there. And when you're having fun, it makes it all that work easy. And certainly a brother and sisterhood, as they have young ladies on their team up there at Butler. Welcome into continue our Smale Kia post-match show. G, do you want to go ahead and do a rundown of our 13 finals, please?
Sure. Do you want me to just do the finals, or do you want me to do the place winners of each bout?
You can do whatever you would.
I'll do finals.
Yeah, do the finals because you were doing the place winners, and we want to congratulate everybody here. And G, will go ahead and run down the finals.
So the finals this evening, 2022 Southmoreland Holiday Classic. We had 107 pounds. Santino Sloboda out of Butler was Victoria 8-4 over Griffin Tinsman out of Marion Center. 114. Ryland Campbell out of Plum was victorious 4-3 over Jordan Williams out of Charstairs Houston. 121. Sam Snyder out of Plum victorious over Joseph Longy out of Mount Pleasant, 9-3. 127. We had Lucas Barr out of McGuffey victorious over Gideon Bracken by fall in the second period at 127.
Gee, I'm going to give you a little bit of an intermission because joining us now is one of the busiest people we know, head coach of the Southmoreland Scotties, Dan Boring. Coach, 22 years of a successful tournament, man. Great job. Talk about it.
Yeah, it's grown. So I've been running it now. Before I was the head coach, I started running it. So this is my 6th year running the tournament. And every year we've gotten a little bigger, a little more in depth. We had 34 teams this year. Now we're trying to look at how can we arrange the gym a little more, get another mat down here, maybe increase again. Different ways to keep it growing. It's a good tournament. A lot of good feedback on it. And I thought for the most part the finals were great to watch. A lot of good matches, a lot of good things. It was a quality 2 days of wrestling.
Coach, for sure. And I think the level of competition has certainly increased because you saw a lot of, and I quote unquote, no names come in and taking out some highly seeded wrestlers. So no seed
one of my own in Mason Niederheiser.
Yeah, well, sorry not to bring up a sore subject, but you did get the Iceman in the finals.
We did.
Didn't work out so well for him, but bringing in a lot of teams with a lot of heavy competition.
Yeah, we're bringing out of state teams. Coach Woods from Derry, who I had as my high school coach, came up with his team from Virginia. They brought some quality kids up. It's got a lot of good competition in it, so we're going to keep it going.
And that was going to be my question, Coach. Looking ahead to the future, what's the chances of looking to bring in more out of state teams? You had the team from Virginia. I know Coach Shaw's team used to come up.
He's brought his team up from South Carolina.
So is there any plans and looking to bring more out of state teams in?
Yeah, I'd like to start looking more at bringing in more. We talked to University High School. We went to their tournament last week. Maybe them coming out because they have a really good program. Maybe see Shaw bringing his team back up. So, trying to see what teams are out there would want to come out and compete in a quality PA tournament here. So it's definitely on my mind.
Awesome job, Coach.
Have you given any thoughts of having a female Holiday Classic tournament?
So we are doing a girls tournament this year.
Okay.
It's calling it the Winter Classic. But it'll be on February 4th here at the gym.
Okay.
See how it goes first year. See how they change things once PA sanctions it.
Yeah.
And then we go from there. But trying to keep it growing. We got quality girls team here, and we're going to try to get them as much mat time as possible. And I know Seneca Valley's coming, Cannon Mac, Connellsville, so it should be good.
Perfect.
That's awesome, Coach. Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
Congratulations. Your 23rd annual Southmoreland Christmas Classic. Yet another success.
Another one down.
Yes, sir. Go enjoy some family
Another one
time,
down.
my friend. You deserve it.
Thank you.
That's head coach Danny Boring, also your athletic director, tournament director, women's volleyball coach. He does it all on top of being a husband and father. Gee, go ahead and continue with your recap.
Picking back up in the finals, 133. Gavin Rush out of Butler was victorious 6-4 over Will Allen out of Corey area. 139. Cross Cassie out of Betford picked himself up a third period fall over Damon Michaels out of Elizabeth Forward. 145. Liam Cornetto out of Marion Center picked up a victory 3-2 over Tyler Dabner out of Beth Center. 152. Tyler Barish out of Beth Center picked up a 7-1 victory over Cage Hellbraun out of Marion Center. 160. Levi Donnell out of Butler picked himself up a second period fall over Tristan Ice out of Southmoreland. 172. Braden Welsh out of Fort Cherry picked up a second period fall over Bryce Hall out of Rockbridge County, Virginia. 189. Mickey Cranebooker out of Butler was victorious over Jacob Lehu out of Beth Center, 7-5. 215. Landon Christie picked up himself a second period pin over Kyler Clacomb out of Betford. And 285, Christian Flaherty out of Keystone Oaks picked up a first period fall over Zane Higgins out of Somerset. And that was our 2022 Southmoreland Holiday Classic finals.
Thank you, G, for that. As always, it's a pleasure to sit beside you and call the greatest sport on earth and the greatest state on earth. In the greatest state in the country, I should say. I want to give a big thanks to the Southmoreland boosters, of course, Danny Boring, John Banco, and the Southmoreland staff. There's a lot of behind-the-scene people, your janitorial staff, the people working in the concession area. So thanks to everybody. Table workers. Yes, I've been drooling over this Italian sub that's been sitting in front of me the entire finals. I want to also thank our officials, Joey McCara, John Walton, Eric Johnson, Mark Poche, Tim Lloyd, Teddy Gonder, Chris Pegg, Steve Snyder. What's coming up next? Well, we're going to have a quick discussion, but I'm pretty sure, G, if you're able to, I think I'd like to make it down for the quarterfinals tomorrow night of the prestigious Powerade tournament. going on at Cannon McMillan High School. We certainly will have the semifinals, the medal rounds, and then the finals on Saturday. I know Marky K will be there running some social media action at WPI Wrestle 7. Big thanks to him hosting all of those post-match interviews, bringing a lot of fun and fire to our broadcast. Also, I want to thank Sean Myers, our cameraman way up above. Yeah, Mark, you want to go ahead and jump on? Give a nice little recap of the finals, and then let's talk about what's coming up this weekend. Go ahead, Marky.
Man, those finals were entertaining. Gee, we had what? And how many falls did we have there? We had six falls out of 13 weight classes. Entertaining matches, all of them. We didn't have one snooze fest match. I was thoroughly impressed by all the finals matches. Southmoreland puts on a great tournament. Thanks to them for having us here, and another great tournament. And we got Powerade tomorrow and Friday.
For sure, looking forward to that. There's going to be a lot of great action down there. We usually do the semis on all the way to the finals, and we were talking last week. As always, in tournaments with that much competition, you got to keep an eye on those quarterfinals too, because a lot of things go down in those quarters, and I think that's why we need to be in the house tomorrow night on the call. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, those quarterfinal matches at a tournament that big, I mean, you're going to see around the 16 matches of state qualifier or state qualifier, medal winner. It's the toughest, if not the second toughest tournament in the country for a reason. We're going to see a lot of our local Westmoreland guys there, WPIAL, a number of out-of-state teams. I'm excited for it. I know we did a little preview last night, and we're going through names and seeds. We're like, man, this weight's got 15 kids in it that you can see medaling. It's exciting.
It really is. So, yeah, that's what's going to come up next. Stay tuned to our website, which you know what it is, westmorelandsports.com, and also our social media channels. Give us a follow at Westmoreland SN. I got to give a quick early shout-out to my mom, just in the event that we're not on. Graham, happy birthday. And I don't know how she does it, G, but she's only 37 tomorrow. So happy birthday to my mom sitting at home. I'm sure Dad's there, and they're tuned in. I want to thank you guys. I love you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, Mom. Happy birthday again. And I think that's going to do it. I want to thank you for hanging out with us on this beautiful, when I'm on vacation, today's Wednesday, right? Yes, Wednesday.
Yes.
That was the 23rd annual Southmoreland Christmas Classic, brought to you by Rob Waller's All-American Wrestling Club. And that's going to do it for our post-match show, brought to you by Smale Key in Greensburg. For Marky K, George Carter, Sean Myers, Dan Flickinger, I am Chris Smith. Until tomorrow, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.